Good morning,
Good
good
evening.
afternoon, and good
Good morning.
evening.
Good evening.
Happy Friday, everyone. It's my pleasure this evening, wherever you are. It's a morning here. Actually, it's not morning, evening in London, and it's in morning in the States, and it's the evening where my dear Elena is in Dubai. My name is Eric
Yes,
Francis
I'm
Elliott.
in Dubai. Yeah.
Yes, you
I'm
are,
in
my dear.
Dubai. It's now essentially late evening.
Good evening, my dear. This evening is going to be one of the best. Before I introduce my guests this evening, I've known Her Excellency Elena Felice De Bacci for some time now. We've done many projects together. We are also, she's director of the FIFA Ethics Regulation Watch, which I'm also advisor to the African continent. I'm going to just give you a brief overview of who she is, this wonderful lady. A very humble lady. I mean, if we say humble, one of the most humble people I've met in my life. Down to earth, doesn't boast of any titles. That's what you want to see in this world. Someone that loves charities, someone that adores to support people from diverse. And what I also love deep about her is her Orthodox Christian background, which is, so for me, as a Christian myself, it kind of connects you. It just makes who you are. And we could see how wonderful and how beautiful our guest today is. As I said from all week, today is a special edition. And without ado, may I welcome my dear Her Excellency, Elena. Good evening, my dear.
Good evening, Eric. Thank you very much to invite me for this show. I'd love to welcome all our friends. And we are not first time with you on the screen, welcoming people and giving them only positive news.
So,
So,
this,
at the moment, I'm on staycation in Dubai because of lockdown in Europe and England, but I still continue all my labor from here and all the time on Zoom and webcams, and people didn't lose me.
so before we go into today's topic, you're an staycation in Dubai. How is it so far?
Yeah, Dubai this year became a hub of all the people who loves freedom. So many entrepreneurs and great personalities are here at the moment. And since the number of recovery is becoming increasing from COVID, and people becoming more normal life at the moment, so country is not closed. So of course there are activities, and city is live, and dinners everywhere, and small parties, not big but still small. Beach is live.
And
So life is going
compare,
on.
sorry, my dear, go ahead, apologies.
Yes. At the moment, in Dubai, I'm doing one of the project of mine with Royal Diplomatic Club to attract attention, royals and noble class people for more humanitarian activities to the sample of for society, and meeting people during a few number actually of conferences. I just was participating at the Congress of Blockchain and met with many new age entrepreneurs who works for cryptocurrency and financial world here in Dubai. This was International Congress. Before it was a humanitarian conference to attract more fraternity from globally, and Dubai, and Sheikh Maktoum, ruler of Dubai, is the initiator of it. He's attracting lots of attention from different different countries to make people friendly in brotherhood, opening for them all international options for business, to have properties here, to entertain them, and even on religious base, they have completely freedom to pronounce the God's name in all kind of confessions exist in the world. I'm Orthodox Christian, and I have even my church here by Moscow Patriarchate in the suburb of Dubai, in Sharjah, where I was already for a few services, and this very live commune of people in Orthodox faith, which is happy. And at the moment our service is starting, I can hear bells of other church outside. It's a Protestant church. One of my friends is a pastor of Protestant church here in Dubai, in Emirates, and in front of it's a big mosque and synagogue. So all confessions from globally around the world are welcome to Dubai to live normal life with sun, not with rain, but with sun. Since we arrived here in November, it was only sun. So it was just one day of rain, just when we arrived that first night. And now it's over 3 months, sun and very good weather. So of course it's great for many people who are really looking for great lifestyle and everything. So this is my promotion for Dubai. let's come back
sure
to
that
our
they will love
topic now.
I'm sure they will love you promoting them. So that's a great promotion. Well done. Yeah. um all right, so everyone, if you are joining us, if you just joined, we have a chat button. Please ask any questions. We will respond to you as we come up. Good evening, Mike. I can see you online. So thank you for joining us. We've got a few people joining us on LinkedIn. We've got few people on Facebook and YouTube. Actually, I've got more people on LinkedIn than Facebook. Facebook friends, where are you? Join me now, live.
Good evening one more time.
Actually,
sorry for connections. Yeah, because 1,000 kilometers between us.
Yes. I was gonna say that. Just to let everyone know that as the world is moved to technology online, we might have hiccups here and there. So please with us. Internet is not stable everywhere you go. So if it happens, please do stay with us. We will try to be live as we can. So, Her Excellency, you've been working in various countries around the world. What I love about you is your love for foundations, charities, your love for humanitarian, and your love in coaching. I'll touch base on that, but I want us to touch base on your life story. I think our audience would love to know who is this wonderful, humble lady with all her titles, with all her backgrounds. She is still a humble lady, a wife, a mother, and a mother to the world. So, do you want to give us a hint of your background, my dear?
You know what? I actually thought you joking. I don't know why you're saying that about me, that I'm very very titled. I actually I was very blessed by God to meet my husband, who is descendant of nobility. His his bloodline going to generations. And the visible line is from 14th century, touching family of Medici in Renaissance time, and Pier della Francesca, world known artist in 15th century, who started to draw perspective in art after Raphael. And Cardinal Antonio Bacci is also ancestor of my husband. He was in recently now time in 20th century, and this bloodline unique. I really I was blessed by God to be connected with this great dynasty from Italy who gave many personalities with world heritage to society. And when I met my husband and we became closer and we understood that we have to do lots of things together for society, for to serve to society, I realized that all my wishes are coming in true because since I was young, from my childhood, I wanted to do something great for society. I was kind of inventor. I was looking how possible to improve life, how to make people more kind, more nice to each other. I couldn't really understand in my childhood why people sometimes very angry, evil, why they're stressed. And only later, already being about over 25, maybe because I learned so much philosophy. I didn't know religious in that time because I born in Soviet Union, and it was prohibited. And I knew only that God exists. You will be amazed. Once when I was visiting already out of country, I think it was in London even maybe. So I found in the bed table a very strange book, which was called Bible. I didn't know what it is. Imagine. So I was definitely over 20. And in that book was columns with strange text, which I couldn't, of course, understand. It was even not English, so it was ancient English, but I didn't understand what it's about. So it was my first introduction, and then I started to later on started to visit churches in Russia and understood the meaning. Then, of course, was a long time when God is coming to your heart step by step with the challenges, but definitely with lots of love. And of course, when I started to do lots of humanitarian work based with the Bacci Foundation, I already understood that it's God leading me. You know, like Mother Teresa said, I am just a pencil in the hand of God. So I think we are all pencils, not only you. We are
Agreed.
drawing
And
our picture, leading by God.
yeah, agreed. And I think, like you said, Mother Teresa, the quotes that you just quoted, just realized that we, as a person, individual, have to do much to society. And I think for you, I've known you some time now, and when I see you performing and helping, it's just like amazing. And your work is just incredible. Before we dive into deep, you support many foundations. To the audience, we are going to touch base on a few topics here, but I want to dive deep to get to know our special guests. So I want us to get to know her. So whoever you are, just question. You can use the chat button, ask the questions, and I'm sure she'll respond to you. So you support foundations. How do you come about to choose the right foundation or the right charity to support? Is it based on your values, objectives, or just deep within your hearts?
Thank you for the question. And actually, I was asking myself as well how it's actually happened. You know what? It's actually, I think all of these initiatives around me, there are 6 strong initiatives which been created by me. But again, I think it was a kind of message from God because it was definitely what I was strongly wished to improve since I was younger. And initiative family protection is incredibly strong. My daughter is leading it. Initiative culture integration is absolutely something what is essential and necessary for society at the moment to become very integrated with the culture of each other. And actually, when I realized the meaning of it, already years after I started, I suddenly understood that all of this initiative has the same base. It's actually bringing peace to people. It's making them in peace with each other. Because if you learn culture of another nation, if you learn how to love your family, if you know how to keep your marriage and to love your children, you will never be with a war because your attitude is changing. I have a great friend of mine. He's descendant of noble family from Finland, and he and his wife has a beautiful charity like a big program about animals and protection. And they said one important thing: someone who is playing with dog, with a puppy, cannot go to war and kill, because it's melting pot. Same like when you love someone who you know well in his culture, like you, for example. I know your culture well now, yes. And for me was,
Yes.
because I born in very mono nation country. For me, to see even people different then with the color of skin was a surprise. I didn't know. And now when I learn and I know much about your country, about your origin, and I became so interested in the many different nations and nationalities, it's absolutely get me very high level of how I able to love. I even didn't know before. And now for me personally, it's already very open gate to understanding that peace in the world is very much depend of the personal thing. How do you love your friends? How do you judge them based because which country they from or which color of that, or for what they are doing? No, because you know the culture and you love it. It's stunning. It's amazing. You're starting to understand music. You start to understand art. You can see how they have a beautiful cities and how the beautiful welcoming parties are. You understand? It's already different level. So it's a peacemaking. All of this is a peacemaking. And it's been very well said again about Mother Teresa. She said once, everything is happen what God wants. Nothing happen what God doesn't want. Means if that initiatives get to be started, it definitely God wants them. He wants them. And the base of it is to make peace, because peace is the most important. Peace is based on love.
You talk so passionately, and
Yes,
for me,
I
it's
talk
just amazing.
romantic.
You have that heart to say, I'm going to help someone, and the person will help someone. I think that for me, that was the heart, the strong, the beautiful heart that you have for mankind. Now, we've touched base on your passion about foundation, charities, and what I love about it is making peace in the world. Peace in the world with no judgment to anybody. Having family, loving someone. I think that will
Yes,
go back to my second question is we talk about coaching in general, and I've seen you of many times coaching individuals, families, organization, corporates. How do you do that? Because not only you are giving, of course, your free services, you're free to them, but what draws you to that passion to coach these people or this organization to go to the level and make the world peaceful?
Yes, you know what? When you invited me to British Protocol Academy, it was incredibly important for me because people of noble class, people, intelligent people, they are so important. They have a big role in society because they are samples. People looking at them and they copying them. It's naturally for people to copy someone who they like. Yeah, and when people are becoming very attractive with what they're doing, what how they doing, how they promote themselves. Of course, they're becoming a big samples for society, for young generations. And now, when we can see the big crisis of families, when parents cannot be samples anymore for young people, of course, their hearts, they still divine, and they're still looking for a great samples. That's why for British Protocol Academy, for your coaching course, it's so important to collect and to attract as much more as possible people from all over the world to increase the role of the noble class and people who are able to keep heritage, who are able to save society on the great principles of morality and faith to God. And for me, all of that project which I'm leading right now, like FIFA Ethics and Regulation Watch, other charity project, the Kind Movement, and others, they all have the same base. It is attraction of attention because I choose very carefully causes which I'm participating with. I know people as my friends very closer. I know them as my closer friends. I learn them. I learn their personality. I know they're not able to do evil for children. And you, as a father of your great two children, they're such great young kids, and I can see how your kids are. They're very positive. They're very encouraged. Because they have a sample of you as a father. And for me, it's important because such kids cannot become from bad personality. It's revealed so much on you as well. That's why the causes which are supporting, they all about to make as much an influence as possible in the modern society. Media has a huge an importance right now, and this is I'm rising now media hoarding. I'm also a mentor of British Herald, as you know, and we suddenly lost the leader of British Herald, as you know, friend Ansif Ashraf, and he died from COVID 2 weeks ago. But with his family, with his partners, I hope we will continue this great project because the goal is to rise it in the World Herald. So it will be media source which will be combined together, gathered together, many media sources. For what? To manifest goodwill, to present to the world that we are still humans, we loved by God, and we can lead ahead, we can go ahead, we can be ahead by God, and we know how to make our society as prosperous, as faithful, as great as we need. FIFA Ethics and Regulation Watch, where I was been very proud to have you, Eric, as the main head of the conference to be a speaker on it 1.5 years ago in London. And thank you very much for your very inspiring speech on that conference. Yes, and next time I will, of course, invite you again. And this is a platform to use media as much as possible because FIFA is well-known brand. It's the biggest media on the planet. There is the biggest media influencer. That's why I agreed with my partners to support this, because it is a human rights organization, foundation, charity foundation, for to attract attention for human rights regulations in all different countries in the world. Here on Middle East, human rights are very much abused, and it's not a secret. And FIFA Ethics and Regulation Watch all the time aside of the football matches and games and personalities. Aside of it, always pointing about this unconditioned ruined human rights. And you know, our last achievement as a charity organization, our foundation, it was an endorsement letter which been signed in British Parliament with over altogether 2 letters been signed with over 70 members of Parliament, include Peers and Lord currently. And I'm very proud for myself that I'm a part of this organization, and with my influence, my involvement, and especially my daughter involvement as one of the leader of project, we going ahead, and as much we can do, God will bless us.
And I think what you just said, I mean, actually, just to thank you for having me to be one of the special advisors for the African continent. I think touch base on FIFA Ethics Regulation Watch, it is something that is dear to our hearts, because not only we are coaching the coach managers, but politicians, influencers, sponsors, government officials, and you just said that in Middle East the human abuse is visible, is there to be seen. That is our role. That's myself and yourself. Our role to make an impact to these people. That yes, you can do whatever you do, but we can hold your responsibility or hold you responsible. I think you've touched base on how the FIFA Regulation Watch can make impact to individual. And I think for me to be part of it, just I'm humble for that. We want to touch base on COVID-19, our mental wealth, our mental health well-being. It has touched us. I mean, myself and you, we lost our dear friend Ansif, who is a founder of British Heritage, which is just sudden shock. How do you see? Because you are on the front line, you are dealing with politicians, you are dealing with the media on a broader stage, on a high level. You are talking to NGOs, frontline doctors, scientifics, advisors. What is going on right now, our mental well-being, that you could say to our audience of how we can sustain ourselves through this tough time?
Of course, we're dealing with politicians, we're dealing with many goodwill oriented people, because diplomats, royalties, nobilities, they are all important for this activity. As people know each other very well, and they know each other in a top class personally. And of course, me, my friends, and you, and other our close people, they usually attracting the same mind people, goodwill people who really wants to make an improvement in society, without revolutions, without hard, sharp changes, but just to teach society. To, let's say, it's not a teaching, because it's all by the sample. We just make a sample how it's easy to remove problems which are cause of wars, just changing
everyone, bear with us as I think we are losing our dear Her Excellency. So bear with us. I think we have some technical issues here because we are far away. You can see that. She'll be back very shortly. So please bear with us as we try to fix the issue. After this network issue, as you can see, she's in the deserts. Beautiful place to be.
Eric, we
Yes,
come back.
we have.
We come back. So with lots of inspiration, which is coming from your brilliant personality, because you yourself produce so much sunshine from your heart. It is so much inspiring people. They watching of your on your promotion, they can see how great you're doing and who you with, and all of that people, they flawless, they really doing great for society. Sometimes it's a big challenge because people investing the finances, they investing their time, they investing the many great options to for one the same thing, to, since we are alive, to make all what we can in the best way, better that since we are living, we can do something, at least one step, at least 100 steps after we
I love
gone.
that. I love the phrase one step at a time. And I think I do agree because the world has taught us that this COVID, anything can happen. And I think we all have to support each other. So one step at a time. And of course, as we step up, we are also helping our individual. And I think as our audience are watching us, we actually have got so many people on LinkedIn, amazing, and Facebook. So guys, thank you for watching. Any comments, please send to us. We will be able to respond to you. One of the things that I've also noticed, Elena, is the world of making it safer. Because myself and yourself, we do love charities, helping people, coaching them. And yes, of course, we do have our core values, our principles in coaching. Why you do what you do, you've touched base in the beginning. But on the coaching up front, why do you coach individuals? What is the goals behind that? What is the purpose behind that? That you're coaching these people to be a good role model?
For coaching, why it has to be, it's partially individual, partially based with a group of people. I would say it's all very individual. Because for leaders of the project, for leaders of business, it's very important individual because they are course, the course. They are that course which is going ahead in time. And they're like a comets. They that big bunch of energy with a special role is in society. And when you as a coach making a special conversation and talking together with leaders of business, they can do with their mind, because they're very usually that people very highly energized. They can do right steps and they can produce as all production they do for society in the best way. And you and your partners and my partners from business, many of them now understood how important is green energy, sustainable energy, how important is to make different jobs for mass of people, how important to fight with poverty, how important to make more funds for teachers, especially male teachers, who able not only to teach subject to children, but also to give them power. You know, male can give lots of power to children. He is an inspirer.
And I think I do agree, because not only we coach to make the life better, but making sure that individuals understand their responsibilities of being coached. And I think we touch base on why we're doing it, how we do it, and what is the end product. And I think I want to use a phrase. My mom used to say that mango or apple doesn't grow just that. It starts from somewhere. The roots, the grow, the water, the sunshine, the air, the everything, the sun. So this is the reason coaching. It comes with different criteria. I think that is most important. I want to touch base on also your religious background, because we, as a coach or as an individual like yourself, you of course will coach someone or work with someone on their beliefs, on their values. Do you go with that, or do you just say, I don't care who the person is from, I just want to help the person achieve something or help the organization? What do you want to go on that? That's what I mean. So do you go based on your values, your goals, or do you just say, I just want to help mankind?
You know, it's a good question, because thank you. The thing is that honestly, we don't have big tasks from God, right? So God give us just one task: to love Himself, Him to God, yeah, and to love your neighbor. That's it. We're not obliged for anything else. And you know, some people, they are really blessed, because even to love one person, they already complete the mission. And lots of people in this world who are leaders of society at the moment, who are teaching them and showing them great samples, they more blessed because they able to inspire more hearts. It's all very, very special and very private mission of each person. And if mother gave birth for one child and she taught their child to be a great human, she already fulfilled her mission. She doesn't need to become a leader of the world and a president of country. She completed the mission. All what we need to learn how to love. And if someone just not to have children, cannot complete marriage, cannot not much profession, but just love cat. But it's all calculated. So it's important. What I would like to say, in our estate in Tuscany, in Italy, by a will of my husband, father, Mario De Bacci, who was the leading engineer of European Committee, he by his will, we keeping the big charity organization Citadel of Peace there, which been visited already. President of country, Mr. Conte. Also, it also was a senator, long life Holocaust survivor. In October 2020, Liliana Segre there. This charity organization keeping young people together from different countries of the world, especially who are in conflict with each other in war, like Palestine. And they are on social media, shows that they absolutely fine with each other. They are friends, they play together, they studying together, they fall in love with each other, always they living peaceful, great life. This is the meaning of the project. And initiative group organized there a special course for young men, young entrepreneur, to teach young men how to start their own business. And this idea I completely started to support, because it was also as my idea. Because you know, for our society, we really need the male power to come back as leaders of society. It's been so long time equality of genders, and we didn't achieve anything with it. Woman is so overloaded, she is so stressed, because she completely lost respect, and she completely lost love of men. And with all of the abuse of women in the modern world, it definitely needs manpower to come back and to start to complete the great mission, care. Because the most important mission of men is to take care about women, wives, children, families, number one, then society, then the nation, then the whole world. That's why entrepreneurship, this is business, is important, because when men learn how to take care about the enterprise, about the company, they become a really man, because this is a real battle. Business is a battle, right? So men are manifesting the best abilities in business.
Yeah. Hello, gentlemen. If you are watching, if you hear it, this is just the lady talking in the house. Say amen. We have responsibility to make the world a better place. Our families, our neighbors, our neighborhood, community, our country, society. So, if you are men out there, this is the lady talking. Elena, let's go to. We've got 10 minutes left. I want us to go critical into next year. We have World Cup, and we might hear a lot of abusive human rights. And your lifestyle or your life is more about humanitarian, support people, okay, change to society. And every World Cup, we have Russia World Cup. We have one in Russia. We have so many of them, and one coming up very soon. What is your message to this society? Because myself and yourself, we help in this FIFA regulation watch, FX regulation, which we monitor human abuse. What is your message to especially the Middle East, where the human abuse is so strongly there? I think we are losing again. Apologies for that. We've got technical issue today, so she'll be back in a second. As I was asking her about her comments, or because she is a director for FIFA FX Regulation Watch, and she will touch base on that. And I can see she is coming soon, and here she is. Welcome back. What I was asking about your input, yes.
My message for post-pandemic future to the world: get courage, get lots of bravery. I want people to become brave. I want they believe that they are power, they are strong, and they are very creative. And I want them to use that situation, that moment now, to manifest the best talents, to open the heart and to receive the power, and to use it to renew world in the moment of now, because this moment will bring us so much fruits if we correctly will use our power.
With regards to, we know there's human rights, human abuse in Middle East, in Asia countries, of course in Africa. And on football or on this scale, there's going to be a lot of attention on the media attention on this program, on this next year football World Cup. What are you doing yourself? Working with FIFA and also the organization, what are you doing yourself to make sure that anything that is not ethical can be persecuted? What are you doing to make this, to expose or to change people's lifestyle?
Very soon, after March, probably, I will complete the mission to Côte d'Ivoire with Miss Monaco 2018, Sonia Dower. We will go together with media promoter Shalini Kochar, who has a magazine, Women on Top of the Game Monaco. And we have a column in this magazine in Monaco. We will have a humanitarian mission to Côte d'Ivoire to meet government people, to meet TV, and to have a big humanitarian promotion for this region and for totally Africa. Poverty, hunger, no education, no even technology integration. It's all still big problems. And we will cover with this humanitarian mission lots of these things to attract attention, all good people from all over the world, entrepreneurs, governments, public figures, influencers, to make Africa done, because Africa in the next 50 years have a great future. Let's to become a part of this change. You know, it's so inspiring.
And I think just out of that, you are doing wonderful. And I think for me, as being a part of that, it just make it different because yes, Africa needs to be changed, and I think that come from the top officials, the entrepreneurs, the corporate. I think you are touch base on that they need to be changed. I think I remember years ago when we had African Cup of South Africa, there was so many stories that don't want to be here, and I think next World Cup we don't want to hear that story again. We've got a few minutes. What is your message to the world? Because you've got so many titles. You just recently you became International Goodwill Humanitarian Ambassador. Your camera, I think, has turned around. Can you hear me, my dear? I think we lost her again, and I think she's back very shortly. So please bear with us. It's in Dubai, so it's a long distance, and this can happen everywhere you are. Doesn't matter in Dubai, in the States, or in Africa. These days, technical is so important, and I think technology can let you down, and I think we are experiencing it today. So please bear with us, and I'm sure she'll be back very shortly. Whilst we are waiting for her to join in, let me give you also what we do as a school. So of course, as we are Protocol Academy, we do a lot of training on good manners, etiquettes. She is back. I think we've lost her, but she'll be back very shortly. So as a company, we run various courses. We run men etiquettes, ladies etiquette. We do children's and young etiquette. We do school leaders. Myself, we recently complete Cambridge University program and coaching. So for me, it's been an honor to join this elite school to complete my coaching program. Over the years, I've worked in the banking industry where I was an analyst with corporate companies. But I've loved over the years to coach. That's my passion in coaching, and I think um, I just loved it. And next week I have another coach who will be joining us, Paula Francesi. She is one of the top coaches in the world, and she focuses on mindfulness. So we will have Paula next week for mindfulness, and don't miss that. 25th next week at 4 p.m. She will join us, and then a month later we have a young guy. I will not give his name yet. A young guy, very young guy, and we will touch base on the youth mental health or youth mental well-being, because over the few months the young people have stuck in a computer games, and I think the world needs to hear what this young man is doing. But as we are still waiting for Her Excellency to join, next week we have Paula who will join us about mindfulness, and I'm so excited for this program. She's going to be more hands-on program of how you can change your mindset into more focused way. I think we might lose my dear Elena. So give a few minutes and then we will call it because we've got a few minutes left. Before I think, yeah, let me see. She's trying to join online, see what's happening. Yeah, I think she's trying to join again. So again, technical issue. Any questions, please let me know. I can see we've got a lot of people on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and YouTube. So please join us all the time. Before I also give you my background, so as I said, I work in the banking for many years. And then, of course, I love coaching. I decided to enroll to Cambridge to do my coaching executive program. And never looked back. I love what I do. As a principal, also for the Etiquette Academy, we do love charity programs as my dear good friend Elena is involved as a patron. We have two patrons on board. We have Elena, and also we have Katarina, Mrs. Katarina. We have a few coaches. So if you want to reach out to us, our website is here. I think we might lose my dear friend. Let me see. I think yes, she's got logged in again. I think again internet issue, but if she doesn't join, you hear her. She's a wonderful lady, and she's helping to make your life better. Over the years, I've enjoyed her company. I've enjoyed working with her, especially also with her daughter Anna, who is also helping the foundation, the Bacci Foundation, to make the world a better place for all of us. I've learned about her humbleness. She's one of the people that you want to be with. Very humbled, calm, um, very down to earth. You hear her this evening, and I think you can't just have such people. It is very rare to have such people who are so humbled. With all their titles, with all their backgrounds, they are so humble to listen to talk to, and to be with. Um, I'm going to give us a few minutes and then we will call it. I think we've heard more than we could anticipate. And I think with a network issue, we cannot blame her, but it's just network. And I think it happens to anybody. Doesn't matter where you are from, it could happen to you. We are in a world of technology, anything could happen. Let me again reach out to those that are watching. Thank you, Mark. You've been watching us for a few times now, so great to have you. I've seen a lot of people on LinkedIn, so great LinkedIn followers, LinkedIn friends, and those on YouTube. Please join us on next week. We have next week Paula, mindfulness. This is going to be amazing. Okay, so us, yes, I think we've lost her connection now. So I would like to say thank you for everyone to join us this evening. It's Friday, wherever you are, morning, afternoon, evening. It's Friday. I know you can't go out. I know it's tough time. Years ago, you could be out there with friends in a pub, restaurants, in a club, meeting friends and family. Unfortunately, not this time. But you can be creative. You can be just have different ideas. So Friday nights, how can you make your life more thoughtfulness? Put moving on. Have the champagne. Have the wine with your wife, your family. Do what I call Zofi. Arrange Zoom with friends and loved ones. Talk to them. Have a nice coffee, a nice tea with them. Via Zoom. I know it's tough. You might not meet, you might not see them. You can see them because you can see me right now. So make useful of this time. And I bet you, after this pandemic, you realize that actually I made useful of my time on lockdown. And for me and my family, today we could have cinema, Friday cinema, with a screen, going to watch a nice movie, popcorn, and a champagne. So wherever you are, make your time more useful. Wherever you are, wherever you are, make your time purposeful. Make this lockdown the best of the best. Make this lockdown be one that after years to come, you said to yourself, I made useful for this lockdown. And before I leave, you guys, I said this on my Christmas message. And Elena did mention our mental well-being is tough, especially if you have children. If you don't have children, and please make contacts with your neighbors, with your friends. It's critical. Our well-being, our mental well-being is critical. So don't just say, I don't want to make call. Please check your neighbors. Ask them, are they okay? That word okay can save someone's lives. That word okay, the person might be alive by tomorrow. I do get sometimes my good friend, I want to mention her name, she'll text me and say, Eric, someone just jumped onto the river and died or committed suicide. This is tough time. This is tough time. So please make contact with loved ones, the neighbors, the community. Engage. Pick the phone call and ask them, are you okay? Anything I can do, I can help, I can assist. Put a smile on someone's face. Put a smile. That smile will make someone very grateful. So my dear friends that I've get to know all over the world, Facebook friends, YouTube friends, LinkedIn friends, wherever you are, it is Friday. It is Friday. Go have a good time. Just make it one of the best days of your lives. Because I want to see you tomorrow. I want to see you again tomorrow. And I do hope and I pray that we will soon see each other again with a proper handshake and a nice cuddle. I'm sure, and I do believe that time will come very soon. That we will have the new etiquettes of a big, big cuddle. Therefore, oh, I missed you. That they will come. Dear friends, it's an honor to have you this evening. And I want to say thank you to our special guests, Her Excellency Elena Felice De Bacci. She has been great, and she was great this evening. So, Elena, So thank you so much for your time today. You inspired me so much today. You inspired me. Your humbleness, your love for mankind, your love for humanitarian, your love for people to make the world a better place, your love to change people's life. You're a great woman. And I can't wait to see you again very soon. I know we have a lot of projects to work on, but I cannot see you right now. But you're a great lady. So this evening, it is now 10 p.m. in Dubai. I'm sure you're going to have a good time. So, everyone, have a wonderful Friday night, Friday morning, and afternoon. I'll say goodbye. Stay blessed, and hope to see you soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And next week, I'll see you again the same time with my good friend, Paola Francisi, for mindfulness. Stay blessed, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.